Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is coming out next year, but we have a question. What does reimagined actually mean? Does it mean we get in new content? Does it mean that content is getting cut? A new story? We really do not know just yet what that entails, but we do have an interview with the producer of Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, Takeshi Ichikawa, which explains a couple of things on what we can expect when it comes to the content of Dragon Quest VII, and in today's video we're going to go over all of it. So with that all being said, what is up guys, Jen here, hope you're all doing well, welcome back to the channel. All I ask is you to support the channel, hit the like button, hit the hype button, and if you want to stick around for some Dragon Quest content, you're already in the right place. All you gotta do is hit that subscribe button. So for this video, you get to be blessed with my face, but if you just want to tab out and listen to what I'm going to be talking about, feel free to do that. Also, I'll leave a link down to this post down below, so if you want to read it for yourself, go ahead. Just, support the channel before you go on. We'll just get straight into it, shall we? If you saw the announcement of Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, we think you'll agree that the game looks amazing. We mean that partly literally. This awesome adventure has been completely remade with the new handcrafted visual style that combines tactile, doll-like characters with beautiful diorama-like environments. But we also mean it more generally. As its name implies, the game has been reimagined from the ground up, with a host of improvements and enhancements that make the great game even better, including a more streamlined narrative, auto-battle functionality, and more. It's going to be a real treat for fans and an ideal way to discover the joys of the Dragon Quest series if you're yet to experience it. But how did it all come to be? What inspired that boldly beautiful art direction and numerous enhancements? But before we dive into this interview, let me tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is a website where you can get thousands of Steam games at incredible prices, whether that's a classic turn-based RPG, a retro game, or one of the latest releases. Instant Gaming has it all. All you gotta do is click the link down below and all of those deals are right in front of your eyes for you to explore. Not only that, we have a monthly giveaway on the channel, so if you want to win any game off the website, all you got to do, click the giveaway link down below, hit the orange participate button, and then you're in for a chance to win. Not only will you be supporting the channel, you will be saving money. So thanks to Instant Gaming, and let's get back into this interview for Dragon Quest VII. So let's dive straight into the first question, and the first question here is, why did you decide to remake Dragon Quest VII? Dragon Quest VII Fragments of the Forgotten Past originally released in 2000, so this year it's its 25th anniversary. Because of this, we felt the perfect time to bring its storytelling and unique atmosphere to a wider audience, especially now in today's world. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined not only reimagines the story and the emotional portrayal of its characters, but also makes the game significantly more approachable and accessible. We believe this game will be enjoyable for both previous Dragon Quest VII players and newcomers alike. So they just wanted to remake it. I know a lot of us thought that Dragon Quest IV, V, and VI would be next following the HD 2D remakes, but we have been surprised and caught off guard, and yes, that does mean the possibility of a Dragon Quest VIII remake is on the cards somewhere down the line, though I think it will just highly benefit with a nice remaster effect with new textures. But it's really nice to see that Dragon Quest VII is going to be available for everyone to play, including me. This is going to be my first time and I am really excited. The original game is still fondly remembered by fans. Why do you think that is? I believe one of the greatest game's charms is its story, which follows a group of friends on a coming-of-age journey that exuded a unique atmosphere filled with humanity and at times adversity. Why go with the name Reimagined? What does that word signify? While Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is based on the original version, we have reassessed every aspect to ensure that it can be enjoyed as a modern release. We named it Reimagined to signify the fact that it has been completely rebuilt from the ground up. So essentially this is a brand new game built from the ground up using Dragon Quest VII as its base, and they've reimagined it from there. So next Next up, they're asking what inspired the new game's handcrafted visual style, of which I absolutely love, by the way. I know a lot of people that are slowly coming to the terms with it, and some people are just not a fan of it, but I think it respects the original, and as we can see here in the answer, they agree as well. When they decided to remake Dragon Quest VII, we thought deeply about the visual direction. We wanted audience worldwide, not just in Japan, to grow fond of the charming characters designed by Akira Toriyama. So in order to depict the depth and feel of Dragon Quest VII's story more vividly, we took on a new challenge for the Dragon Quest series, employing a handcrafted art style and developing in-game environments that resemble dioramas. And there is just a screenshot just here, look. It looks really nice, and with the gameplay that you're seeing right now, I think it has a lot of charm, and I'm very excited to experience Dragon Quest VII in this way. And I think eventually I will go back to the original, whether that's the 3DS version or the PlayStation version, to have a comparison, but I'm really happy that this is going to be what I'm going to be diving into for my first Dragon Quest VII experience. And I'm interested for those ones that have played Dragon Quest VII in its entirety, what they think of this new style. So how did they create this new look? For the protagonist and the party members, we created physical dolls and then scanned them. The scanned assets were then used the basis for their CG models. For other characters and monsters, we generated CG models with great attention to material textures to align them with the style of the main characters. They then go to say that the environments look great too. Why did you decide to go with this diorama style approach? We adopted this style because it complements the handcrafted character designs, which it does, and we wanted players to feel as if the events were unfolding right before their eyes. Additionally, there is a gameplay benefit too. The diorama style environment reduces travel distances, which allows players to experience the expansive story of Dragon Quest VII in a more streamlined manner. So I would assume that they're referring to just having bigger maps and less black screens and transitions between things, so it'll be really interesting to see how they tackle that. Did they create any additional challenges for the team? Simply shrinking everything down didn't work. There was no cohesive balance between the environments, towns, and battles and cutscenes, so we used the main characters as a reference point and adjusted the size of each texture and element based on that. Let us find an optimal balance that worked both in terms of gameplay and visual appeal. And again, look at that. I think they've nailed it. They've nailed it. They really have. My opinion, by the way. But the original Dragon Quest VII was known for its length and its uneven pacing of the story. How have you streamlined it for this game? And this is an important question here with an important answer. So the reimagined elements of the narrative allude to the improvements of the game's overall framework, which offers a much deeper and compelling experience. In our effort to streamline the overall story progression and provide a more engaging narrative, we decided to cut subplots that have little or no direct relevance to the main scenario. So those that have played Dragon Quest VII probably know the details more than I do, but it seems like any fluff that probably was unnecessary playtime has gone, but all the important stuff still remains. So while some content has been removed, entirely new scenarios have also been introduced, and our goal was to build upon the strength of the original game while striving to deliver a deeper, more immersive story experience for modern players. So it looks like they have put a lot of effort in. They've not just been like, no, we don't want this and we're going to put this in. They want to make this the definitive way to play Dragon Quest VII. So I'm very interested to see what they do here. This version adds a new feature, moonlighting. Why did you decide to let the party equip multiple vocations? In the original Dragon Quest VII, players could equip characters with a vocation, which defines their role in battles and the abilities available. But that when you switched from a mastered vocation to a new one, you had to deal with lower stats until you leveled up. Man, maybe I don't want to play the original. I don't like games that really rock you back to level 1 with all of your stats and not just the job or vocation properties. But in Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, you can select 2 vocations at once, which allow you to retain your mastered vocation while increasing the proficiency level of a new one without worry. So it looks like you can just have a main one that you're really not going to change whatsoever. The second one you can change and not worry about any stat changes at all by the looks of what it says. But additionally, you can now switch vocations at any time, which encourages experimentation with different options. Do you take the risk to increase a proficiency level of 2 vocations simultaneously, or switch to the optimal combination before a boss battle, for example? And I think I've seen a screenshot on the Japanese side of things where you can call the person from All Trades Abbey whenever you want on the world map and change the vocations in an instant. So we have a couple of quick round questions here. The game features numerous quality of life features such as auto battle and speeding up battles. Why did you want to add these in? To ensure players that can enjoy the vast world of Dragon Quest VII from start to finish, we took this basic approach to battle, quick and streamlined for standard encounters, deliberate and strategic for boss battles. Standard battles can eventually become predictable, so we added a feature that lets you speed them up. Always nice. These RPGs, just RPGs in general when it comes to turn-based ones especially, speed up options are a must. I think we can all agree with that one. For fans that have played Dragon Quest VII, what do you think will surprise them about this reimagined version? We revamped every element of the game, but we think players who have experienced Dragon Quest VII before will be most surprised by the differences in the story. Interesting. In addition to the new scenarios, we rearranged the orders of events from the original version. We're excited for players to enjoy the game from a fresh perspective. If you've never played a Dragon Quest before, is Dragon Quest VII Reimagined a good place to start? So this is for anyone that is interested in diving into Dragon Quest VII and using 7 as that jumping in point. Their answer is yes. Like other mainline titles in the series, Dragon Quest VII features a completely standalone story. That means it can be enjoyed by anyone, even players who are experienced Dragon Quest for the first time. And then they ask, what are they most proud of when it comes to Dragon Quest VII Reimagined? What I'm most proud of is that we were able to retain the charm of the original, even while we were reimagining the game for this richer and more accessible experience. And that, as we say, is that. So we do get a bit of a look into what we can expect when it comes to the content of Dragon Quest VII. Dragon Quest VII on the PlayStation, a very long game from what I've heard. Hours and hours of content, maybe a lot of fluff in between that content. Dragon Quest VII on the 3DS, on the other hand, did cut some of that, but it's still quite a long game. It seems like Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, though cutting content, they are adding new content to supplement just the pacing of the game, as well as just the order the game takes it as well. And we've seen a few teasers that I've seen Dragon Quest VII fans get excited about with that hooded character. If you want to throw your guesses down below, let us know without spoiling it. Some of us are first timers here, but it is a very exciting time. We have got 3 upcoming Dragon Quest games, 1, 2, and 7. It is a great time to be a Dragon Quest fan. And I'm excited to go on this journey and share those experiences and give you the news as they come. So let me know in the comment section down below, are you excited for Dragon Quest VII Reimagined? I appreciate time. Don't forget to visit Instant Gaming to get lots of Steam games at incredible prices. And until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.